The first one is going to be right after the holiday break. So it's the first ship back in January, like the middle of January before the last week of like last 2 weeks of qualifiers. And I'll be seated off the first 2 weeks in December. So like we can go through the schedules, but I'm sure like some teams are getting fucked because they got 3 or 4 hard games. The first 2 weeks. Also, I'll be very curious if everybody's playing 3 or 4 matches those first 2 weeks in order to balance that out. And then the second major minor is going to be.
How many are there?
There's only 2 minors, one major 1 and major 2 cycles.
One major 1 and one major 2. And what? It's right before.
Yeah, they're both in the middle of each cycle.
Oh, the middle.
They're both in the middle of each cycle.
Okay.
Other one's right above you.
And
he was on that heady back.
The major 2 won't be seated off of major 1 like event placing, which makes sense.
Right.
Like
okay.
I see.
And what, they're online or on LAN?
They're online.
Okay, so they're like 2Ks and 4. They're like our 4Ks from back in the day, basically.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but I find it kind of weird that you're doing a 12-team single elimination tournament online for money.
Yeah, like you don't like the format. Shit.
No, I hate the format. I don't. It's not that I don't like it. I think it's too much. It's kind of stupid, actually.
I don't mind it that much.
Well, why?
You know why?
I don't like the first one. Okay, so like my problem with it is not so much. It should have been major 2, major 3 because I think it's really dumb to do one in major 1.
Are they best of 7s or best of 5s?
Oh, thank God.
I assume best of 5s, unless the players ask for best of 7s. But like, I just think it's really dumb to do the major 1 seed off the first 2 weeks when people barely like still know the game, like unbalanced schedules. So like pure schedule draw may determine like who gets buys. Like I feel like that's really stupid and kind of not competitive at all. Considering that you have to win 2 matches.
RPG.
You have to win. Sorry, you have to win. If you don't get a bye, you have to win 2 matches to get points. And if you get a bye, you have to win 1 match to get 10 points. Like I feel like that just
I don't know.
for like teams that are like on the bottom 8 and maybe get a bad draw where they play 2 of the top 3 teams. Like I just feel like that's really just unfair in my mind.
Okay, so can I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I agree with you, Ben. I don't disagree with anything you just said, but I do want to show some W's in the chat for the Call of Duty League for the CDL because I still think they're adding and I still think it's a cool gesture to put online, like to get some more shit going in the middle. You know what I mean? Just like extra shit. You know, I definitely don't disagree with anything you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Like it's definitely not perfect. I would love to change some things, and maybe we could sit down with Daniel Say, have a conversation with him. You know, we know people, Ben. We know some people. Matter of fact, I was just talking to Daniel. You know, maybe maybe in the future they'll change the different formats and stuff. But I think it's a good step in the right direction, and I want to show a W to the CDL because it's cool, Ben. It's almost like they're getting their own little 2Ks or 4Ks and 5Ks like we used to have back in the day, just like little tournaments in between majors, like online. You know what I mean? And the reason why I didn't mind single elim that much because if you're doing them all in one day, like are they 1-day tournaments, 2-day tournament? What kind of tournaments are they?
It's a 3-day tournament, which makes the single lim.
Yeah, the single lim is weird if it's a 3-day tournament. I was like, maybe they're trying to do a 1-day tournament and they're trying to just do it quicker, but no, if it's a 3-day tournament.
Here's why I think they're doing it because if you think about a 12-team single, the way it's gonna play out is 4 matches on the first day for winners round 1. There's gonna be 4 matches again on the second day for winners round 2, and then semis and finals on Sunday. That's 3 matches. It's just 4-4-3, which is very similar to the same number of matches you get in a given like CDL match week. But to your point, like it's a good start. I just think a big feedback. What are you doing with your water bottle?
Like back right or close right? Nice.
What?
What are you sucking on?